Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the 10 at 10 for May 1st. We're all the way into May, gardeners. A lot of people can rejoice. We're getting close to the end of all possible frost. Pretty much there in Western North Carolina now. I love it. Guys, we have a 10 at 10 for you, and we're pandering for your attention today.
Guys, we're starting off today with Acer Palatum Shikatu Sawa. This is a classic Japanese maple from those ancient lists in Japan. You know, from that 1700s list. It means snipes flying up from the swamp in the morning. That's what the translation is supposedly supposed to translate as. I love that.
What poetry? I
love that these have some sort of poetry along with the tree. I think that's a cool thing with some of these ancient cultivars. And this is a small reticulated selection that's got just some really nice lime green and creamy white.
Imagine a plant so sophisticated that you had Aka Shikatu Sawa and Shikatu Sawa in the 1700s. So everyone's asking me how there's so many different cultivars of Japanese maples. This level of refinement in the 1700s, incredible. Still an amazing plant. Golden reticulation, guys. You get that green veining, clear white creaminess, beautiful yellowish fall color to orange, nice mid-sized tree. It's one of the OGs. If you like the Ghost, if you like the reticulateds, if you like the new Ghost, you gotta have a Shikatu Sawa. It's kind of one of the ones that got the whole party started.
I mean, it's one of the first reticulated Japanese maples on any listing ever, so it's such a cool tree. It's a fantastic tree to light up those darker places in the garden. They've got a gorgeous one at the J.C. Rouston, and they've got it's this nice shaded area, and when we walk back, this thing just sort of shines and glistens because it's got this creamy white in there with strong reticulation. Beautiful tree just to add that spark of color in those dark places in the landscape. You know, the 6 to 8 foot in 10 years, beautiful selection.
Let it shine and glisten as you plant it in your garden. All right, guys, next up, we've got a great hydrangea. This is Hydrangea Paniculata Early Evolution. Awesome looking 1 gallons on this one. This one gives you some crazy flowers. I love the different, almost two-tone colors of the flower.
Yeah, you get that white, you get the cream in there, and you get some light pink in there. And it's got such a heavy bloom set. That's what makes this thing so special on a compact form. This is one of the smallest panicle hydrangeas, getting 2 to 3 feet in height by 2 to 3 feet in width in 10 years.
This one reminds me of the American flag because those colors don't fade. They look great long time. You're gonna love these guys, especially as a cut flower. Because of that not fading, they stick around when you get those cut, and so it's an easy one to bring into the landscape, but also to bring into the house with the cut flower aspect.
And a lot of you people who may be in the Midwest to further out, Hydrangea paniculatas, they're very lime soil resistant. So if you've got that pH that's more on that lime side, these do fantastic out there in there where you might not be able to get a Hydrangea macrophylla to get established very easily. These can also get established very easily in those soil conditions.
Early Evolution, one of the most compact hydrangeas you can be growing. Looks great in a container or in the ground. Grab you one today. All right, guys, let's bring back some great sizes. An Acer Pomatum Emerald Lace. One of the fastest growing, most heat tolerant lace leaves you can have in your landscape.
Yeah, I love these things because they get out there, they make a nice cascading shape, but they're in section palmata, subspecies palmata like cereus, and that makes them more heat tolerant. So if you're in that deep, deep south and you're looking for one of the most heat tolerant lace leaves you can provide, this thing rocks it out, and it does it in such a great way. It's got some great fall color too, very reminiscent of cereus. You get some of those bright reds that everyone loves about cereus on a weeping cascading form. This is a beautiful, excellent selection.
It definitely shares some heritage with cereus, maybe a broom on cereus or a seedling from cereus. Completely opposite shapes, but clearly there's some similarities going on there in fall color and leaf structure and vigor.
We don't really have many weeping brooms, but in maples, you see them all the time in conifers, but that very much could be the case with this because it shares the small seed, it shares the similar leaf structure. Guys, this is an easy tree to grow in the garden, just like cereus, but in that smaller weeping form. This thing is awesome.
Found by a landscaper in Charlotte, North Carolina, David Sabo, then introduced into the trade by the late, great Del Laux. Del Laux, super influential on maples. Same family brought us Lillian's Jewel and so many other classics like Benny Hoshi. Guys, this one is an all-time great, fast growing and heat tolerant. So it's gonna put on width, but not a lot of height. We did stake these up because they want to put on the width first. Now, a good way to grow emerald lace is to get some height like this started and then just let it do its thing. Because this one's gonna put on the width no matter what you do. Not uncommon to be 6 foot wide, 3 to 4 foot tall. Kind of makes that pancake low plateau. Could still be an umbrella shape, but definitely a lot more width than height.
Guys, next up we got Acer Pomatum Dragon Master. This is one of our introductions here at Mr. Maple, part of our Area 51 collection and our Pendulous Treasures collection. When we were evaluating this, Talon was evaluating Golden Falls and Yellow Cascade, we actually sent them out to the Buchholz farm, and traded him with the different yellow forms, evaluated them, and they're uniquely different. I mean, this one really has some nice orange flushes of new growth and a leaf that reminds you something almost like a summer gold, almost a little bit wider leaf than the other ones.
Oh, for sure. Now, if Golden Falls is the Katsura of the Weeping Ryusen styles, this one's more the Orange Dream color-wise. I will say you're right, it has a bigger leaf like Summer Gold. So it has a bigger leaf than Orange Dream, and it's a little more durable than Orange Dream, but it definitely goes through some of those Orange Dream shades. You'll get some pink, some yellows, some oranges going on in this one. I've had intense pink with giving it some sun in the early spring. I tend to stake this one to about 5 to 6 foot. I recommend that with most of Ryusei styles. Absolutely next level for the color. I think it's the best color of any of the Weeping forms. I'm a bit partial since we named it here, but I absolutely love this one. I think it hits that Orange Dream Weeping market just perfect.
I mean, if you push this out into the sunlight, I know Brian Rule would always say that even in Oklahoma, he'd say push it out in the sunlight, find the sweet spot, and you can really have that bleached out effect that everyone loves with Orange Dream on a Weeping style. Next level, awesome selection. Again, we're partial because we selected it here at MrMaple, but it's one that'll probably sell out quickly because we haven't offered it in as big a numbers lately. So do check out quickly today. Y'all, Dragon Master, an awesome selection.
All right, guys, next up we got Acer Shirolum Royalty.
Y'all, Royalty is an upright selection, a newer selection by Talon Buckholz that has that Shirolum influence. It's basically like a more red version of Bronze Age. I mean, it's a great companion plant out there with it. It's got that upright structure, and it is really nice.
Has some convex growth to it as well. You can see that Shirolum and Palmatum influence there. Likely a hybrid between Shirolum and Palmatum. Really a beautiful plant. You can get some yellow veining going on in this, what really kind of picks up that red. I've had new growth on this be electric pink as well, which I thought really added something to the overall aesthetic of this plant. Also tends to be very narrow in the landscape. You know, an 8-foot tall tree of this tends to also be very arched up. It's kind of more of a street tree traditional shape. So an 8-foot tall tree that's no more than about 4 to 5 foot wide. Cold hardy down to zone 5. One fun thing about the Shirolum hybrids, they give you a little added cold protection in some of those polar vortexes. So Shirolums, you know, we don't list them in zone 4, but they're a little more cold tolerant than your average Palmatum. All right, guys, next up we've got
Amagi Shaguri.
Amagi Shaguri next.
Yeah, Amagi Shaguri, it's a really strong reticulated style that can give you some lavender colors to just crazy purple that's almost metallic-y.
Crazy. This one will need to be medicated in the garden. It's nuts. You're gonna love it. I love the colors on Amagi Shaguri. It's electric, it's super fun. It's gonna give you that smaller size for a reticulated form. So a lot of people see this when they go, well, what's the difference in this and Purple Ghost? First off, the colors are very different. You'll get way more lavenders on this than in a Purple Ghost. But guys, this one's only gonna get 6 to 7 foot even in a 10-year span, where Purple Ghost is gonna be under that 10 to 12 foot range in the same amount of time. Much smaller, making it great for container gardens, and a perfect pairing with something like that Dragon Master for sure.
Guys, this makes that small reticulated selection, and it's one of the smallest of those reticulated styles, which makes it really awesome. Give her some protection from the hot afternoon sun in most climates. You know, I know Brian, he would actually take this tree and put it in more shade and get it almost like this metallic-y, just green, silver, white, cream kind of look to it that's just unreal. I mean, that's a fun way to grow this tree as well.
I love putting this one in a big pot so you can play around with it, kind of push the sunlight in the early spring, protect as it gets hotter into the summer. Just a fun plant, really perfect for a reticulated Japanese maple. Pairs amazing with yellows, obviously, because you get such a dynamic color contrast. But I absolutely love this one. It's a rare one from Japan, and it looks just absolutely next level, whether you're putting it in more sunlight or in shade. You kind of get crazy color patterns in both. All right, guys, it's Red Panda Day. The Red Pandas are back. They're out in full effect. It is springtime, and the Red Pandas have awoken from their slumber.
Red Panda is our selection here at MrMaple. It's one of the best reds, and it holds its red better than any of the other selections. This tree, even when it starts to go green during the summer, gets red new growth on it, which is amazing. It gets a really nice, more picked up burgundy red color than any of the other trees I've seen as well.
We've been through over 20,000 Makawa seedlings. This was our favorite red we've ever looked at, guys. Great plant. I think you're going to love it. One of the most hyped plants we do. So no rush to check out. This one will be there. It's probably going to be around for a week or two. No rush at all.
Quick. He's totally being facetious. Y'all, this is an amazing tree, and everybody wants it because it's one of the best red forms. Guys, make sure you check out quickly because it is going to sell out quick today.
Yeah, this one's super popular. We're bringing sets here. There will be sets again. Again, be forgiven of us if they sell out quickly. We are always trying to meet demand. It takes at least 2 years from getting signwood to developing these. into the 1 gallons you see here today. So it takes a second, where our goal is always to exceed demand for you guys. So this is a MrMaple exclusive. You won't find it correct anywhere else. And we're gonna keep getting those numbers up so it's easier and easier to get. You're gonna find it more times this year than ever before. Again, I would check out right away. Come back and let our office staff know if you'd like to add other things to cart later. You can always check out those items, then combine them later. This one will sell out very quickly. Again, a very ample size set of these, but they do go very, very quickly. All right, guys, if you haven't caught on to the Ghost craze already, this could be your first.
First Ghost was one of the very first selections from the Ghost series to get that Ghost name. It was found as a sport off of Shikatu Sawa that Talon looked up and saw and thought it looked very ghost-like out there in the garden. And eventually it became First Ghost, and then later a writer was actually doing an article on Talon Buckholz and named it the Ghost series. So cool. First Ghost, it started it all.
Maybe we'll have to get a Ghost of Christmas pass. It can come get you when you're being a Scrooge. I love this one, guys. Purple border on this one in the early spring. Very distinctive. Again, it's actually the symbol for Buckholz Nursery. So, you know Talon likes it if it's the symbol for Buckholz Nursery. Such a next level plant. Clear, creamy inside to it, bright purple border, green veins going on. Typically in that 8-foot kind of range in 10 years, so not a giant plant. Give it some protection from the hot afternoon sun to hold the colors later into the season. But this one surprised a lot of people for its durability, even in places like Atlanta, taking a good bit of sun.
Yeah, it's got that good semi-pendulous habit out there too, giving a unique shape. Fits in smaller places for a lot of people. And in the springtime, this purple border, it's just really dynamic in the garden.
If you miss out on these today, you'll get visited by the ghost of gardens past. You'll be like, I wish I'd have got that first Ghost. All right. We've got some awesome trees here, but you know, I want to remind everybody, we've got an awesome keynote speaker coming to our open house Memorial Day event, guys. Memorial Day is our biggest open house of the year. Last year we had Talon Buckholz himself as a keynote speaker, and Tim and I like to go big. We like to go big every single time. This year we're bringing in HortTube Jim Putnam. If you know HortTube, with Jim Putnam, amazing YouTube channel, amazing garden information, one of the garden gurus of the world for sure, guys. He's gonna be giving a presentation here on Memorial Day. That's gonna be May 26th, Monday, from 8 to 4. We'll have announcements about his specific time he's speaking at. Come check it out though. Get to meet Jim in person. He's gonna have a little meet and greet session here. And guys, there's gonna be more maples than you can shake a stick at.
Guys, we've got some great 2 gallons right now of Acer Pomatum Hogyoku. This is a green upright that really gives you some nice yellows to oranges in the fall. This is such a beautiful tree. Pair it out there with your Sakazuki, and these things will really rock it out. It's
the quintessential fall orange tree. I mean, it really is one of the best fall oranges. Absolutely love it. You know, the traditional pairing is to put this with Sakazuki. They're gonna look very similar throughout the spring and summer, but go very different in the fall, with Sakazuki being the brilliant red and Hogyoku being the brilliant orange. I love it. It's heat tolerant, it's cold tolerant. The Mountain Research Center did kind of a test of things when we had that freeze in 07. Hogyoku rated very highly on their list for cold tolerance as well. So it was one of the trees that recovered the quickest. Absolutely love this. Again, next level, lush green spring color. Gives you very summery vibes with that big Amoenum style leaf, especially in the summer. And very, very durable. It's on our list of fast growing trees as well. Get this one, get it in the landscape. It's not uncommon for it to put on well over 1 foot of growth, sometimes even 1.5 feet of growth a year.
Now, one thing I think that probably helps with its heat, with its cold tolerance, is the fact it's late to leaf. It's one thing you're noticing right now. These trees are just now leafing out. We're shooting this video a couple weeks ahead of time, so it's gonna be full in leaf when you get it. But it's so cool that this has such a late leaf out. That gives it such great frost resistance in the garden.
You can't tell them how the magic's made, Tim. This is the actual day. We're live right now. I'm not wearing the same shirt as last week. All right, guys, we're bringing back Twombly's Red Sentinel and some nice looking 3 gallons. Sometimes you'll see these listed just as Red Sentinel, exact same plant as Twombly's Red Sentinel. Phenomenal spring cherry red. I mean, you can see the picked up color these have already. Holds that very well into the summer. And then it's a bright scarlet red in the fall as well.
I mean, this thing is awesome. I love its narrow shape. It's so easy to use in the landscape and garden because of that columnar form. It means it doesn't take up a lot of width in your garden, but it gives you some of that vertical interest. And that vertical interest can add depth to your garden. It can really just add interest. And with this flagpole of color, this thing is so easy to use.
Yeah, it's probably the best columnar Japanese maple. At least it's one of the most popular. Typically a 10 to 12 foot tall tree, only about 4 to 5 foot wide. So it kind of gives you some really unique habit to it. Great colors on this one. I mean, really, it is a picked up red, almost pink red. Absolutely lovely. I have a big one in my garden, and it's 20 years old. The thing's only 4 foot wide. Absolutely love it. And again, just one of those trees that's kind of bulletproof. Can handle a little bit more sun. Going to work zones 5 through 9. You can push this one into a little bit more sun in that heavy zone 8 typically. All around, just an absolute winner of a plant. Coming to you in some great looking sizes today in these 3 gallons.
Y'all, make sure that you check out quick. Many of the trees will sell out fast today. Always remember that our open house, we do it every single Memorial Day on Monday itself. If you're missing this one, make plans for next year. Y'all, it's one of our most favorite times of the year to have everyone here. And the fact that we've got Jim Putnam from HortTube being our keynote speaker.
It's gonna be busy.
That's something that you'll love to be a part of as well.
We're gonna have a food truck. I mean, just the Jim Putnam fans alone are gonna make this place even crazier. I know our spring open house, we had the bigger line than we've ever had before. I think we beat that Memorial Day. Come in here, we get everybody in fast. Be patient with us, but it's a lot of fun. Make plans now to be part of that. That's Monday here of Memorial Day in East Flat Rock at MrMaple.com.
Y'all, get ready to check out today at 10 a.m. with all these cool trees we were just talking about. The other secret 10, you can find that in your weekly email that you can sign up for on MrMaple.com.
Hey, and those red pandas will sell out, so be patient with us, guys. It does take several years to produce. We are working really hard to exceed demand on that. So we're gonna make it easier and easier. I often use Hot Blonde as an example, even Firefly. Those were items that sold out, took people a lot of time to get to originally. We've exceeded that production level to the point now where sometimes those things even go on sale. So, if you don't get a red panda today, be patient with us. They will return. For those that do, congratulations. Check out quickly. It's a popular item. I think it's worth the wait. We'll have them here on Mr. Maple.
Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.